Good morning. It's a cold, frosty Sunday morning. Everybody's waking up. The world is waking up. You might be watching this later when it's not morning, and whenever you watch it is when it's meant to land with you. I wanted to just check in this morning on this new moon and share a lunar moment, just a little bit of information and insight that I wanted to share with you all. So the new moon is a time of beginnings. It's a time of inward reflection. It's a time when the shadow of the earth is fully cast across the moon, and so we don't see the moon's light at all. And so it's a darkness. And it's often equated with the winter season, which is also a time of darkness when nature is slowing down and going into a rest period. And the moon phases have been something that I've been exploring for the last year, and it's been so fascinating, and it's so applicable to everybody, is my belief. And usually doesn't matter if you're a parent or not, single or with a partner, wherever you are in your life, the new moon has something to share. And wherever you are in your life, chances are you're a busy person. That is our human MO these days. Busy, 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 do. And so the new moon, if we pay attention to the moon phases, the new moon offers us an opportunity to slow down. It's beckoning us to slow down from the busy. Now, especially as a parent, or if you're in a position where you're serving others, this time can be vital. It can be so important, because in recharging and refueling yourself, you are truer to yourself, and you can better serve others, those who you love, those who are around you, whether it's family or friends or even in your workplace. Giving yourself that time can just be so beneficial. It can be that opportunity for you to connect deeply with yourself, to check in. Are you in alignment with yourself? 2 minutes. That's all I'm going to ask today. And checking that alignment, it's like getting our cars checked. Like, we bring our cars in, it's the 3,000 miles or 3 months, and you get your oil changed, and then you get your alignments done. And hopefully, if you make the time to make that happen, it keeps your car running in optimal shape. So we need to apply that to ourselves. And I often find myself having a hard time with that, and I need constant reminders. So here's your reminder this morning, your invitation and your reminder. And so in this time of the new moon, in this time of new beginnings, we're being called to just rest, and that we're not always afforded time to fully rest. If you can, that's beautiful. Take it and love it. Love yourself up with that time that you have. But maybe you only have 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, but take that tiny bit of time, take what you do have, and turn inward and give yourself that blessed space of self-love and just room to be and to check in. So this morning, what I offer you is 2 minutes, and I'd like you to really offer it to yourself. So we're going to take a couple minutes here and just breathe and check in with our bodies. And so take a deep breath. I'm going to do this along with you. If you're driving, do this later. Hopefully you're listening to this video when you're able to settle right in. But if you're not, then just listen now and actually go back to the practice when you can. So take another deep, deep breath. Let it fill your belly. Oh, this feels good to do on a cold, crisp autumn morning outside. And just turn inward. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And just feel your body. Do you have tightness anywhere? Try to soften into it. This isn't a 2-minute fix. We're not looking to change your whole life. We're just looking to change this moment. And when you change series of moments, then slowly it starts to change your life. It brings you into closer alignment with yourself. You start opening up to who you are, to what you need, to what you can give to yourself and to others. Deep breaths. Your mind might be racing, it might be wandering. Try to step out of it. Acknowledge it. Hello, racing mind. There you go, wandering mind. I'm going to step away from you for a moment. Don't worry, I'll be back. But for this moment, I'm going to step away, step into stillness. It might keep racing, or you might notice it settling. Keep going with your deep breaths. Just observe what's there. Perhaps a body scan is helpful. Top down or bottom up. Feet, ankles, legs, knees. Noticing what might be tight, whether you're standing, sitting, laying. And just try to ease in, try to soften those spaces. Hips, belly, torso, chest. You might notice with even just a few breaths, breathing gets a little bit easier, a little bit lighter. Shoulders, neck, jaw, face, scalp, head. Maybe with the softening in, your mind starts to ease a little also. Let's end with another deep, deep breath. And release. 2 minutes. Maybe add that in at the end of the day. Maybe it's while you're doing the dishes. Just call yourself present to your body and quietly do those dishes or fold the laundry or whatever it is that's a mundane task, and be present in your body. What are you feeling? Is your body holding tension anywhere? Try to soften. Just awareness. The new moon is asking for our awareness. Inward. Awareness inward. So before we go, I pulled a card for us for this cycle. I asked What do we need right now? What do we traveling through this cycle, this moon cycle, need to know at this time? And I'll share the card with you. This is what came up. And at first, I was taken aback by the starkness of it. It's empty and yet stormy, those clouds laying low, that darkness creeping in. But then I remembered that darkness before the storm can be a cleansing time. So I want to share with you what this card offers. On the back is a Chinese proverb. Patience is power. With time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes a silk gown. So a bit on that. Mulberry is a plant that feeds the silk caterpillars, the silkworms, that spin silk, that the silk is then woven and cut, woven and turned into cloth and cut and sewn into clothing. Patience. Yes. So our card this morning says, be patient. Clarity will come. On a foggy day, you can see the view. On a foggy day, you can't see the view. Be patient. The fog eventually lifts, and the scenery comes clearly into view. Are there any areas in your life that seem foggy? Practice patience while you're waiting for clarity to come. Find a place to sit in nature. Take several slow, deep breaths. While you gaze at the scene before you, let go of any emotional fears or mental tension. Clarity comes from a quiet heart and mind. And I didn't look at this card before speaking with you this morning. And yeah, I think our message is clear at this point. Going inward, taking that time. The new moon energies start a couple days before the new moon and a couple days after the new moon. So we have this beautiful window to apply some of what resonates with you today. So thank you for listening this morning. I apologize for the shaking. Apparently my physical body is trying to warm me up, shivering in this cold morning. I wish you well, and I will see you at our gathering soon, or may have already seen you if you're tuning into this post-gathering. Whenever you see it, it's meant to be. Moon blessings. Take care.